This is in regard, this is Renny Martyn, by the way, in regard to the situation as of late, what happened in Cleveland, Ohio, with these young women. What a horror. A horror. I don't think in my lifetime I've ever seen anything like this with this many girls. And taken in the same block. Not in my lifetime. The J.C. DeGard case, she was taken 18 years. But actually, like 3 women in one house from the same neighborhood, repeatedly raped, births, miscarriages, abortions. It just goes to show you how a human being, the sickness of a mind, body and spirit. But really what I want to address is the mothers out there that have children, fathers, but mainly mothers, to instill in their children from an early age of not getting in a car with anyone, to run, scream, from a very early age. That should be taught. And I'm not in any way victimizing any victims here. But my mother, at a very young age, taught me to always be aware of my surroundings and never to get in a car with anybody. But through my lifetime, as a young woman, teenager, I'll be honest with you, there were many boys, men, who will try and violate a woman because they're very vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable age. And without even knowing it, you could be violated. Just in a matter of a second, it could happen. And also what I want to tell you, that in schools, you also have to be aware, in a school where people are very trusted, that someone doesn't get in the school and have one of the students follow him or say they work for the school, because young people trust people of authority. So even in school, out of school, police officers, people, I'm not blaming, but no, police, I'm saying somebody could be dressed, disguising themselves as a police officer, or anybody with some sort of authority. But I see a lot of women, or mostly women, with their children, and they really don't pay any mind to them at all. They talk on a cell phone, and the kids are, they could be like 3-4 years old, trying to catch up with the mother who's on a cell phone. I mean, that's ridiculous. Anybody could snatch anybody, and they really don't. They're not even aware of. They don't even care, I guess. I mean, I've seen a woman take a cart from a grocery store, pull the cart behind the car next to her that had its engine running, and she opens her trunk. I mean, in other words, people are not, they're not spending quality time either with their children. These children, in other words, they're just sitting there, especially the ages between like 8 and 10, or 7 and 10, 6 and 10. Like these children are just totally, they're on their own. I've seen them in airports, shopping place, everything. The mother's too busy. Okay, but that's ridiculous. You never should be too busy for your children, because children grow fast, and when you're taking care of them, life goes fast. But however, then they've got all this. If you haven't taught them some things that they should know about life, then things happen, mistakes happen, bad mistakes. So teach your children. Yes, and quit being on a cell phone. I don't know who you're talking to. Really, I mean, I feel sorry for the children. I mean, the mothers walked so far in front of them that they have to run to catch up with it. She don't even know it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I haven't even seen men this bad. No, I don't. It's ridiculous. I hope people get a handle on, and especially leaving their daughters with, and really, I didn't know the stats on this, but like it was up to like, I don't know, like 90% of the time it's in the family. So, people, they trust the family, and half the stuff happens, most of the time it happens within a family member has done something. Yeah, that's where it is. It's really sad. It's really sad what the society has put. I don't think the values on the children anymore. Very rarely do I see it. Very rarely do I see this. There's not a lot of good. There's a lot of people need some parenting skills. They let these kids, and then they let them run all over the place. They don't care about property. I mean, you shouldn't teach your children. Really. Teach your children from a very, very young age. And quit being on a cell phone talking to who knows who. Like your girlfriend giving you some gossip, and watch your kids in the back of you. Put them on the sides of you. Put them in the front of you. But don't put them in the back. Okay? Then you have, well, they might have a dog too. That's right. You've got a handle on the dog. You got a leash with the dog. And you're on the phone, you're walking the dog, and your two kids are walking behind you. That could be snatched. Like that. It's very sad. In the situation in Cleveland, it has me, I feel, it's like a betrayal on everybody. That it seems like everything failed these girls. I don't know. It's not a good feeling. It's not even a good feeling. My heart goes out to them, and a lot of prayers, because their life is. There's one thing that you can't do. That I do know. You can move forward in your life, but you can never, ever, ever, ever you can't get rid of. You can't get, and you don't want to get rid of good memories. But bad memories, they're stored too. They are. And these girls have a long way to go. God bless them. Thank you.